TFNN.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Assume nothing. Don't make assumptions. In any kind of relationship, we can make the assumption that others don't know what we want. And we think we don't have to say what we want because we assume they're going to do what we want because they know us so well. If they don't do what we want, we feel hurt and we think, how could you do that? You should know better. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 205. NASDAQ up 58. S&P's up 19. Gold contract up $3.30, trading at $13.22 an ounce. Silver, flat. $16.99 an ounce. Platinum up $10, $9.87 an ounce. Light sweet crude caught a nice bid early, bottom line, gave it up, ended up being up a penny, $63.57 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note up one tick, 123.01. 30-year bond up 8 ticks, 150.10. Let's go into that bond market right now and take a look at that bond market. So we have with the 10-year specifically is that it came to look over the cliff yesterday. It's right at the cliff, and the cliff that I'm talking about, folks, is that the cliff getting the yield basically over the 2.6. We haven't been over that 2.6. It got its head over it once in the past 12 months. Right now, we are at 2.58 to be exact. The cliff that we're talking about in the continuous contract is 122.25. And what we did do is that we did come down to 122.22 yesterday, rejected it. Real kick is going to be, can it close inside the 123 level tomorrow? Now, we're at 123.01 right now. Close call, man. Because what you do have is that if, in fact, you break that, you can be down to the 117. And we haven't been to 117 since April of 2011. That's pretty intense. There's no two ways about that. But bottom line, it's gone down there before and just hasn't basically broken it. King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? King Dollar, folks, is giving it up once again. Get the sellers inside King Dollar. We've done 22,000 contracts, huge contract volume. You're coming into the swing point. Bottom line, if we had as much volume, if we have as much volume tomorrow when I expect you're going to test this swing, that'll be an ABC structure down that would take it through the September 8th low. So if you take a look at King Dollar, we put King Dollar on a continuous contract also, what you're going to see is that the selling has been intense since January of last year. That's when we hit 103. First A to B leg was huge, straight down to, you did a very weak counter trend bounce. You only got to, the low was established at 90.990. You bounced to the 95 level. You're already back at the 91.60. You break that with volume, you're going to be down to 82. And doesn't mean it stops there either. The commodities, they've been on a run. If you do take a look at if we look at copper first, what you have out here, copper is the one that actually started a few months ago. The copper market right now, we're at 322 a pound. That was one of the first ones to take off. Oil followed up right afterward. Bottom line, gold followed up. Silver is still lagging. Platinum's getting some legs. We'll have the WASD report come out tomorrow, and I'm sure our man, Mr. Andy Heck, that's going to be coming up next. We'll be talking about that because that is where we're talking about the soybeans. You're talking about wheat. You're talking about corn. And if they get going to the upside also, you can have a true commodity bull, which we haven't had since about 2002. Some of the higher volume stocks out here today, you had the, let's go to GE first. So GE right now is up 9 cents. That is trading $19.02. This is coming into its downdraft from the from November. That's where it went from $20.75, and then 3 days later it was at $17.46. Put this on a weekly, and we'll see. ICE is 17. No, it's actually 20.75. My take is that there's nothing here. In particular, what you have, the amount of pumping by analysts in GE is pretty amazing. I heard Buffett out there yesterday saying, yeah, if GE got to the right price, they'd buy the whole thing. Yeah, sure he would. We'll see. I guess we'd all buy anything at the right price. That's what that comes down to, right? And what is the right price? It looks to me like the right price is somewhere down around $6. So we'll see how that whole thing shakes out. Some of the other higher volume stocks out here, you have Comcast up $1.51. Delta was up $2.66. Let's go take a look at some of these airlines. These airlines caught a big bid. Delta up $2.66. That hit an all-time high today. That's with oil up, but I'm wondering if did they come out with numbers this morning? Let's see. Yeah, they come out with numbers this morning. So let's see what they have to say. So they raised their earnings number to, they raised it big too. They were estimated at $5.35 to $5.70. Now they raised it $6.35 to $6.70. Big number, no doubt about it. The first quarter earnings growth was 2.5%. They see first quarter coming in at, that's interesting, earnings per share 60 to 80 cents, but the consensus was over that. Revenue was $10.24 billion. The estimate was $10.1 billion. So what that did do is that put a bid into all the airlines. Those airlines, they basically took off, as did a lot of the commodity stocks. JCPenney was up 12 cents. You had Micron Tech down 49. That's the second day that got hit. Neighbors Industries, that was up 45 cents. You had Cisco Systems up 19, and Freeport-McMoRan was up 37. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with some numbers for you. Dow Industrials finished up 205. You had the NASDAQ finish up 58. S&P's up 19.5. We'll come right back.